Are you recording?
Yeah.
Spirit seems to be feeling it too. She starts to adjust her robe, and you get oh shit! Wait, hold on. Scratch that. Fucking.
Yeah, we already
Do
read
it
that.
again. Do the Men in Black thing again.
Joop.
For someone who seems intent on proving how little she cares about what everyone else thinks, she put a lot of work into getting into that suit. It's got straps for days.
Strapped for days. Strapped for days.
However, you're so focused on what's happening with Spirit, you don't see the next interruption coming. It's gonna be Dwight and Claudette. Yeah, no, Claudette and Dwight. And Claudette and Dwight burst in on you and interrupt whatever you were doing. Doesn't seem like they were worried they'd bump into much. We're here to make.
A very dramatic announcement.
Well, technically, we're here to invite you to join us back at the beach.
Where we will be making a very dramatic announcement.
It's hard being producers of the and the hosts.
Aren't survivors supposed to work in groups of four?
Well, that wouldn't be fair because there's five of us, six of us if you count fucking Trapper. I'm counting the Trickster over the Trapper if that wasn't clear.
And this is going to be my last recording.
All right. So at the end of this day, then,
Yeah, my voice is. Woohoo!
when you arrive at the beach, you realize you were set up. Despite promising an announcement, Dwight and Claudette simply stand quietly. This isn't at all what was promised.
Wait a minute. There's no announcement here. But there is! A me!
Um, you got mud in your ears, friend? I told you to get lost.
Don't you see? Lost is what I am, and so are you. But I know the way out. I got a map back in the secret lair, literally and figuratively. Yeah, I know the difference. That's why you should ditch Spirit and come spend the rest of the night with me instead.
It's such a dumb thing to flex. Yeah, I know the difference between literally and figuratively.
Yeah, I know the difference. You've got a secret lair.
That sounds pretty badass.
That would be pretty cool to have.
You thinking of ditching Spirit?
Secret lair? Tempting, but I can't. We've been sipping so far. Hard
Just
work
started
has to
making
pay off,
progress.
right?
Yeah, you just started with the progress.
Damn it! Who said anything about a secret lair? I said I've got sap in my secret hair. That's a flap on my secret chair. Don't change the subject.
Oh, his hair is burning. Oh, I just remembered how he died. He burned to death.
Yeah.
Don't ask me what he's talking about.
What's he talking about?
I just. You're trying to make a mess of the first nice day I've had in I don't know how long because it's not even clear what year it is, but in a while. I'm not about to be ditched for the likes of you.
It's not me messing things up like I keep trying to tell you. It's this dang island.
Shut up, dude.
I've come to accept the difficult truth. What's happening here? Well, I'm convinced that's all fate. It's not anyone's decision. It's simply the way it will be. There's no use fighting it.
So we're gonna end up with the Huntress.
No.
Because if it's fate, then there's only one out.
No.
Also, like if we do another playthrough, we're gonna do the Trapper next, right?
I
And
guess.
save the Wraith for last because he actually seems like he's
Actually, cool.
doing the story.
Yeah.
What would you even know about fighting? All you do is all you know is hiding in your spooky little secret hair and crying like a baby while running your little bell.
Damn.
That's fucked up.
That's harsh.
So don't tell me what I can and can't fight back against. I was a born fighter. A dragon lives inside of me. I can't not fight, even when all I might want to do is hide. Don't you see this giant hat? It's a metaphor. For what? How is that a
Oh, the shade
metaphor?
she's throwing at Wraith.
If I do have a fate, my fate is to win every fight that comes my way. Got it?
Folks. Oh, you're hide. Oh, you hide. I've seen you hide. You do your phase walking routine. What do you call that? It's basically cloaking, and we all know that cloaking is a type of hiding.
Folks, you cloak. I don't cloak. I'm not a cloaker. I phase walk out in the open. You just can't see me. You have no idea what they're talking about. But this sure sounds like some video game community forum thread minutia, if there ever was a thing. Not that you know about that either.
I don't even know what a video game is.
I don't know what a minutia is.
Me either.
Sure doesn't seem like Dwight and Claudette are going to stop this, so it's on you.
I think I was brought here to make this choice, so I'm going to do that now. And I choose Spirit.
Right? Dude, wouldn't that be so funny?
No.
When it comes down to it, neither of these two seem easy to love. I mean, damn, Spirit literally has broken glass shards sticking out of her, but she has a certain charm to her gloom.
Spirit and I actually were having a nice time. Besides, if it's my fight to end up on an island, well, to hell with fate, really. And don't take this the wrong way, Wraith, but the amount of awkwardness you pack into a single day, no wonder you're so skinny. All that second guessing yourself must burn a lot of calories. Damn, Wraith is just getting
God
thrown, man.
damn!
This is how he really died.
Burns.
Yeah, no offense taken. Yeah, okay, it's true. I could be a little awkward, I guess, sometimes. Right, so I'm going to stick with Spirit.
Spirit breathes a sigh of relief. I've got enough revenging to do without having to kill you and Wraith too.
Oh, cool.
Spirit walks you around a corner and shows you something that she discovered in this place and knew was meant to be connected with her journey. A cherry tree. It is just a small sapling, but it has begun to spread flowers. It doesn't make sense to see a cherry tree here in this place. It also doesn't make sense to see a ghost in black bathing suit, so you just accept it. The spirit steps up to the tree, a cold breeze pulls some petals off the tree and they come cascading through the air around you around the both of you. Do you know the meaning behind the cherry blossom? They're beautiful, but also quite symbolic. Of course, like all symbols, their meaning is pretty complicated.
What do they mean to you?
For many people, being among cherry blossoms is like being at a celebration of life. People travel great distances to be near their vibrant beauty. However, as beautiful as they might be, they aren't magical or simply flowers. They quickly die and fade away, and for this reason they are also a symbol of the fleeting nature of life, for our fragile mortality. In a way, it's the specter of the looming death that it's the specter of looming death that calls attention to this special moment to see and appreciate life. How does that duality make you feel, Dragon?
Um, Empowered. The knowledge that life and death are a cycle that has always given me peace. Accepting that fleeting nature of life, like the beauty of flower in bloom, allows me to appreciate the moment without being too hung up on what comes next. And it's a great song by Slipknot.
What?
Duality.
Duality?
Yeah, that one.
Duality?
Yeah.
Fucking stupid. Is that what you've been calling it?
Yeah.
Duality. As you explain,
Duality.
Spirit's face begins to look sad to you. You're not sure why. It's not the happiest topic, life and death, but why should that matter? And then it dawns on you. Spirit has been trapped in this ghastly state of death with no hope to cycle back, no rebirth. A moment of blossoming, a moment of blossoming life gone. That scary time of death and decay that comes after the good part of that Spirit's eternity.
I feel like an idiot. I wasn't talking about you. I wasn't even thinking about you. I just.
You just answered from the heart. I can't let that bother me. Our priorities are not the same. I have my mission.
So we fucked up.
Didn't save either.
Fuck!
Once the fallen cherry blossoms represented the souls of samurai warriors, those with noble characters, those who did not fear death, those who were killed in the greatest sacrifice to honor their emperor. Their lives were short, but their purpose gave them beauty. Those warriors saw death coming, but they never despaired. They stood and faced it. They held their swords and struck down their fear. But despite the samurai spirit that lives on in me, in my noble bloodline, my life has ended, but my death continues to stretch on. The cycle is frozen. This cherry tree? It's not real. Though its petals fall, they soon replenish. It's as if it were installed here by someone. You watch as spirit chooses her words very carefully. By something with no respect for the balance of life and death. You're sorry to interrupt. You know, we don't believe you. You know we don't believe you, right?
Yep.
But this time we've really got good reason.
And it has nothing to do with us being manipulated by unseen force, because that's definitely not happening. Nobody accused you of that, but okay.
We're just here to tell you that it's time for dinner, silly.
Get it while it's hot.
I guess it's time to go or whatever. Thanks for spending some time with me today. I enjoyed it.
Rin. Me too.
In the friend zone.
Fuck!
What a fun day you've been having.
In the
I
friend
can see it
zone.
written. I can see it written all over your face. You're shining. That's not just remaining anxious sweat from spending an afternoon courting a psycho killer.
Psycho killer.
No,
Ecstasy.
you are really feeling this whole romantic experience. Don't worry. I'll keep your dirty little secrets.
Run, 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 run away. Oh, ay. I'm done.
You done?
I don't know why that triggered that, but it did.
But enough gentle ribbing. This time it's time to get back to business. All the appetizing singles have arrived for dinner, including Trickster. Wraith is here too. We're not going to do the gag where we cram them all on screen at the same time again, so just believe me. They're all here. And they're just as sexy and demented as you remember them. With your love on the line, everyone is being very careful not to offend you by saying the wrong thing. Congrats, by the way, I'm getting this far. I'm as surprised as you are that these four are falling for you. No, not because of your personality, but because you just met them yesterday. However, since Wraith seems like the biggest long shot to end up holding on to your heart, he throws caution to the wind and speaks up. It's a pretty small consultation prize for being the least loved killer on Murder's Island. But hey, letting them have this one moment in the spotlight is the best part. Is the least we can do. And heaven knows they won't do any better than
That's
that.
a typo, right?
No, it was intentional, remember?
Is?
Yeah, it's intent. Remember, all mistakes are intentional. Everything you may think are mistakes are intentional.
Sure. Totally,
They
we
said
said we said
No, they said
we agreed to the
game said
contract.
that. Yeah, you agreed.
Yep, I can't say shit. Fuck. I'm sick of watching everyone else gorge themselves while I'm preoccupied, you know? Trying to get to the bottom of this never-ending nightmare, so tonight, none of that. I'm not really hungry anyways, so I say we just do a simple salad or something. The green kind, not the mayo kind. Mayo's gross. I'm fine with just lettuce. It doesn't have to be fancy. Not iceberg, though. It has no nutritional value.
Or flavor. Letting Wraith choose was a mistake. That's on all of us. Dinner will be served shortly, but certain power brokers would like to know about your day.
Would you like to share your day with the rest of the group?
You've had an interesting day, that's for sure. But how will you describe it to the others? Say too much or too little, and it could affect your standing with the group.
Hmm.
Okay, but don't just sit there saying nothing. Nothing is not an option.
Why not? I'm gonna be coy. That seems like the right approach. Oh, well, don't say that! Fuck!
Eesh.
It wasn't.
Okay, just seeing where the last save was. It was in this area.
It wasn't really a day, more like two people avoiding everyone else and choosing to be alone, but doing it in a relatively close proximity to each other. Alright, cool.
That's right. Couldn't have not said anything of value better myself. Spirit is clearly happy with the way you portrayed your date. No surprise, she doesn't really like people getting into her business. Dwight and Claudette bring out dinner. Everyone eats in silence. No one trusts anyone now, and they are all very tired. Oh wait, no, sorry, that was diary. It was a dreary supernatural horror film set in Antarctica. Not a charming parody dating sim set in an undisclosed tropical paradise.
Bon appetit.
That's not what she said.
Bony appetit. Don't you mean bone?
No, almost everything we serve has a lot of bones in it, even the vegetables.
Excuse me? Impossible to avoid it on this island.
Everyone eats without speaking. Tensions are rising, both the sexual and deadly variety.
Oh
When
my
everyone
god.
finishes, Dwight and Claudette come back to clean up the table. They linger around you as they pick your plate, take your napkin, and dust crumbs off the table. What would you like to say to the servants?
Thank them. Your top-notch service is much appreciated. Everyone, if you would please be so kind as to follow us to the fire pit, we greatly appreciate it. We've been told something big is going to happen, something that will change everything. Everything.
You can go willingly or go unwillingly. You have no choice. Tough cookies. Did you have a choice on how you said that, dweeb? Yes, and I immediately regret how I did. Good. Something needs to change around here. Fire is rebirth.
Fire illuminates the soul. I hope the fire isn't too smoky. Smoke hurts my eyes. I have pretty sensitive eyes. I'm also horribly afraid of it. The fire, I mean, not my eyes, because my childhood trauma involving fire.
Why'd you give him like a Louisiana?
I don't know. That's what came out. So I just went with it.
And finally, everyone starts moving towards the fire pit, if only to get away from Wraith's complaining.
I do
Take a
say.
seat.
Go ahead.
Huh?
Go ahead.
Oh, I was just reading. What were you saying?
I would say nothing.
Okay, man. You take a seat on a comfortable log, feeling the fire's heat against your skin, and wait for other killers to take their places, wondering who will want to tell the story this time. Will narrator tell the story, I bet they've got a stunningly creative mind. Hey, you think, are they allowed to simply place thoughts in my mind like this? Doesn't seem fair. Everyone makes their way in, but something unexpected happens. Nothing. Nothing happens. Something almost always seems to happen. To, almost always seems to be happening here. So nothing is probably not a great sign. Oh, cool. Now everyone's looking at you. So, do something.
Bleh. Should I pick someone to tell a story, or we could play charades? Boggle? Oh, yeah, well, we actually aren't thinking. Well, why don't you tell us a story?
Wraith points his spine and skull staff. Spine and skull staff thingamajig at you. You duck out of its way. Who knows what that thing can do? Probably shoot lasers. Try not to bore us.
We're just very interested in you.
Don't speak for me, Huntress. Now you can't tell if you're warm from the fire or if your two nerves heating up.
I know that the fire is right here, but maybe if we stop talking about it all the time, we can start to pretend it's not here and it doesn't, threaten to burn us all alive.
He's not supposed to hear me. Get out of here, Wraith. Dragon was about to make an important decision about telling a story or not. Important decision.
Fine, I'll tell a story. Sure, I'm game to tell a story.
I
Shut
hope
up.
it's a mystery. Okay.
Not you.
Okay, so what type
Fucking
of story do you
Trister.
want to tell?
Romance. I'll tell a romantic story.
About two lovers who take poison together and die foaming at the mouth?
Exactly like that. Or about two strong hunters who meet when they both try to bludgeon the same Willy Wolverine?
Wiley.
Wiley?
Coyote.
Not quite. It's about my parents. They met at a party at college. He was hosting. She'd been dragged there by some friends. They couldn't have been more different. And yet, as the night went on, they were drawn to each other. She made fun of his taste of music, and he took an interest in her major, women's studies. He didn't take an interest. That's a straight up lie. They were married within 2 months.
Bit soon to know if you can trust someone, don't you think?
It's so sweet.
Shut up, dude. Nobody likes Wraith.
Exactly. I learned a lot about love from him. If you know, you know. Some people don't need years to get acquainted with their partner. Love could spark from a mere look across the campfire.
Now you've got their attention. Each killer is furiously attempting to catch your eye from across the fire pit. Except for Trickster, who has wandered over to the bar and is loudly playing his own music on headphones to drown you out. Okay, that was not a very good story. I don't mean to insult you, but it was actually quite bad. Sorry, but this narrator keeps it real. We can't just end there. So who else would like to tell a story from? Who? You read it. You look from killer to killer trying to decide who might be the most entertaining.
There's only one person who has good stories. Correct.
I suppose I could tell a story. I don't really want to, but anything I say is sure to be better than whatever you get out of anyone else in this group. Like all good stories, I stole this one from someone in the past who is dead now and can't do anything about it.
Okay.
It's called The Bride. Technically, I suppose, the fiancé. One winter, a young couple decided that the next spring they would be married. The two were madly in love and could not wait for the snow to melt so they could join in matrimony and unite their souls for eternity. Per the latest bridal trends, They decided to have their wedding ceremony at the edge of the woods by a beautiful, shabby, chic farmhouse. Together, they spent months planning the details of the wedding. The two created invitations, figured out seating arrangements, and tasted hundreds of cakes before settling on the perfect one. They chose Lilikoi.
Yeah, I
They
think that's how
chose
that's said.
they chose Lilikoi, by the way. So fancy. When it came time to figure out the decorations, however, the bride, a fiance, I guess, since she wasn't actually married yet, wanted to take the lead and set the style. After all, her boyfriend had been wearing cargo shorts and open-toed sandals for pretty much their entire relationship. So she was definitely so he was definitely not to be trusted. Having decided on such a lovely natural setting for the ceremony, the fiancée decided that she would create a unique floral arrangements from the local wildflowers that surrounded the farmhouse. As soon as the sun rose on the first day of spring, she set off into the woods. Each day she spent hours mapping out where the best blooms could be found and prepared to pick them herself the morning of the wedding so that they'd be at the height of their freshness and beauty. Enamored with the incredible variety of flowers in the woods she surveyed, the bride, the fiance, since they had not yet been married, became obsessed with knowing just how many of there were, so that she could choose the absolute best. When the fateful morning of her day finally came, the fiance told her husband to be, that she had one final errand before the wedding. Excited for the ceremony to come, she dressed in her beautiful white gown and set off into the woods to gather flowers. Treading carefully, she followed her route, selecting only the best stems and collecting them in a basket. However, when she came upon a once familiar clearing, something was not as she expected. Somehow, it was more beautiful now it had than it had ever been before, and just on the edge of her view was a new brush bush filled with blossoms so vibrant and colorful she became dizzy just looking at them. But the fiancée ignored her sudden spell and pressed ahead, scooping up flower after flower, and every time she did, she noticed just further ahead and possibly even more beautiful flower blossoms. Carried by the sweet fragrance of spring air, the bride and fiancé crept further and further into the woods until she turned a corner and stepped over a mossy, fallen tree trunk and realized she had been there before. But this wasn't the clearing she remembered, or at least not how she remembered it. Flowers were suddenly overripe, decaying, falling from their stems into the festering moldy piles on the floor. Where bees had been now, where bees had been now only flies buzzed. Where the scene of flowers had once intoxicated her, the odor of mildew now made her sick. She turned and looked back, but the path was dark. Into a shady glen she walked and walked and walked. That day, as guests gathered at the farmhouse, the fiancée was nowhere to be seen. Her friends, family, and love began to look for her, but to no avail. They searched the pasture and the tree line and into the forest, but there were no beautiful wildflowers or young lovers to be seen. Just old dead trees, trampled vines, and moss-covered rocks. The fiancé stayed a fiancé for eternity, always wandering, looking for a fresher blooms to clip, but never finding them. Don't know.
Distracted by a never ending search for perfection, unable to see that you are loved for who you are. Out there, all alone. I thought it was beautiful and sad.
Just like someone we know. How was story time? A lot of people like to take pot shots at sequels, but I think every good story deserves a follow-up.
When you think it's the end, the sequel is almost never as rewarding as the original. That's why I'm much more a fan of the episodic style of storytelling. Knowing it's a series takes a lot of pressure off an individual's installment and builds a greater sense of community between audience and creator.
Tell me, Dragon, if you could delete any sequel from existence, what would it be?
Don't answer that. We don't actually care. We're just here to make sure that we simply move on to the next segment of the more evening.
God forbid my small talk get in the way of a romantic Twilight moment.
Dwight, I'm going to need you to shut your yap trap. You know that we need to get back to that thing we do whenever we're not on screen.
Okay, okay. You have fun tonight and try not to wink wink end up dead.
Why did you say those words? Wink, wink out loud. What kind of double
Entendre.
entendre
Entendre.
entendre are you getting at with the end up dead thing? Dwight is physically incapable of waking not since the accident, and you do know that all of these people are despicable criminals with double-digit kill counts, right?
Well, except for Spirit, she really doesn't belong here. She's strictly a victim, not a perpetuator, not a perpetrator. No wonder she's pissed. Dude, you picked the only normal one.
Bitchin'.
Oh. Did I hear somebody trash talking Spirit? Deal me in.
This is why no one loves you, Trapper.
What do you say? What do you say we take this talk to the hot tub so I can soak this bod while I roast that ghost with some of the killer hot takes?
Please, enough talk about burns, things that are lit, or getting blades. It's enough about these activities that we have set next to a little fire. Must I be surrounded by figurative flames as well? What if we turned and ran as far away from this place as we could, just you and me? On those spindly legs? You'd probably tire before... Spindly? Who cares? You'd probably tire from before you got too far. If it's running away to some place more secluded Dragon is after, they should obviously join me. Have you seen these legs? Pure power.
Can confirm.
Not that my walking speed really reflects my giant stature, but that's because I choose to move slowly for stealthy reasons. It's my own choice and it's completely logical.
Why is everyone so obsessed with comparing themselves to each other and creating drama? I'm so over all that. Don't you get it? Society wants to trick you into fighting with each other so that corporations can swoop in and sell you fake solutions to all your fabricated problems. I'll be sitting in the shade and drinking something locally sourced while thumbing through a public domain novella printed on a recycled paper because I refuse to play by their game anymore.
Yeah, you tell him.
It's like she's actively trying to be as unappealing as possible. Does it really turn anyone else on or just me? Despite Trapper's insatiable appetite, it seems his attention, along with the attention of everyone else, is still on you for the moment.
If you could, I don't know, just pick up one of those maybes, we could move all along with our lives, or some special projects you might have going.
You heard him. Who will it be? Who will you head off with for any activity?
I think we all know.
I'm just saying you may not get a ton of chances to date around like this before your time on Murderer's Island comes to a close. And no, I'm not satisfied with that name either. But with this streaming reality TV dating show boom happening, it's pretty much all that wasn't taking. Which killer would you pick? And yes, we're back to excluding Trickster because of that guy. Trapper.
Spirit?
Oh, you picked me? Yay! Sorry, that was... Oh, she wasn't supposed to be excited. Yay. Sorry, that was rude of me. I despise phoniness, so I should be honest with you. You make for interesting company, and I love the idea of winning over these other killers at all costs, even when I hate the game and the prize. But I had a long day. Floating, subverting expectations, grinding my teeth as I imagine sweet, sweet revenge. It takes a lot out of me. So don't stop bringing your A game, alright? It might seem like I hate everything, and getting to really know who I am is an impossible task, not worth trying, but too bad. You won't know unless you search deep inside yourself and bring everything you've got. Or just say the exact right thing at the right time and melt my cold heart in an instant. I don't know. I don't know the rules here any better than you do. See you at the bar, I guess. You arrive at the bar to find Dwight and Claudette both holding cocktail shakers, surrounded by a bevy of bottles for assorted boozes. Who's ready?
To get wasted.
As you know, I don't drink, so not me, unless you mean wasted, as in killed, in which case, Dad, if you're out there somewhere, I will find you and waste you for what you've done to me. Jesus.
You really don't drink ever. It's like that. Wait, is that like because it would just fall out of a hole in your stomach thing, or
I don't drink alcohol because alcohol is poison of the body and mind, and I don't need to act like a fool to have a good time thing. So she's a loser.
shut up?
Then why did you choose a mixology lesson as your romantic nighttime activity?
Everyone knows this kind of day is just an excuse to get loaded up on booze and make terrible decisions.
It's true, not a single person has ever learned anything at one of these things.
Dwight, now that's not true. You learn how to tie a cherry knot in a stem using only your tongue.
Whoa, who ordered the soda with a splash of private business? Because that's off menu. They're fucking.
Oh, they definitely fucking.
Well, I know what I'm drinking. I know what I'm drinking to forget tonight. Mixology is a real thing, and it doesn't require alcohol to be interesting. I'll have you know that I worked at a restaurant before I was violently executed.
By your father?
On whom you will have your bloody vengeance? Right, we'll so be it.
How about you, Dragon? Do you drink? Stay sober. I have got the impression that tonight will be a night I want to remember perfectly, so I'm going to pass on the alcoholic drinks.
Here. Alcohol is a false escape. Besides, it's not like sober people can't have fun.
Exactly!
You watch as Spirit picks up a plump cherry and roughly stabs a plastic sword through it. Cherry juice splatters everywhere, and its little fruity guts flop out onto the Spirit's lap. Oopsies. One of the upsides to wearing black, it hardly shows stains. No take backsies. So, lovebirds, what drink shall we make? You want my help on this one?
Yes.
She would definitely like dark and stormy.
That makes
Zom-
sense!
Zombie would be like making fun of her. Bloody Mary would be like
Yeah.
making fun of her. Beer is like inherently
It's just,
alcoholic.
yeah, it's dark and stormy. Yeah, you're right. I was thinking either zombie or that one.
Yeah, don't pick zombie.
Not zombie, you fool! How about a dark and stormy drink for my dark and stormy date? Good choice, Quentin. My wingman.
Mhm. Oh, that one is cute. Please follow us to demonstrate how dark and stormy is made.
First, rum it, or in this case, extract a bit of apple juice and pour it over ice.
And then fresh ginger beer is added in.
Garnish with a lime wheel.
I could make that right now. And drink. The end.
Do you think you're up to the challenge of replicating this recipe, Dragon? There we go.
I do.
Replicating rum substitute and ginger beer over ice.
Don't forget the lime wheel.
Rum substitute and ginger beer over ice with a lime
And
wheel.
apple juice. And apple juice.
Not sure I appreciated your tone, but yes, you got it done. You're a natural, sassy natural, and you and Dwight might have more in common than.
Haha.
Don't you dare.
Haha. Spirit seems to be in a lovely mood as she sips her dark and stormy. She's not even rolling her eyes at your petty behavior. On cue, a literal dark storm begins to make its way in from the ocean. You taste your own dark and stormy as you watch the clouds approach. It's quite refreshing. Isn't this fun?
Honestly, it's the most drama-free fun I've had since I got here.
And since you picked a simple but delicious drink, we've got plenty of time left to relax. Want to make out a little?
What? This is a trick question, right?
You breathe in a sip of your dark and immediately begin. Well, hold on. You breathe in. You breathe in a sip of your drink and immediately begin coughing before you can get a yes out.
So kind of like this.
Yeah.
Fuck! I did a little too much.
Lightning strikes a palm tree on the beach and it immediately starts a fire. The activity ends abruptly as Claudette and Dwight usher the two of you away from the bar. So you got two anti-wingmen and one wingman. So I can make up for them.
Yeah, you got this. You got this.
The gang's all together again on the volleyball court. Seems like only yesterday you were sitting on the sidelines watching everyone get sweaty. That's because it was. Or there's another intentional mistake, typo. Or feels like I've been here a lot longer than that, actually. It's so late that the sun is already beginning to rise. Better get this over with quickly so that you can get some beauty rest. I do not recommend the eternal damnation of perpetual narratordom. Good thing you've really used your time well since then. Really getting to know the gang, the brain, the mogul, the basket case, the psychotic bunny girl. You know the four types of people. Anyway, everyone is gathered on the volleyball court for a new type of game. Pitch your dream date and see who Dragon chooses. Now, in my last one, Spirit didn't pitch hers, but the Huntress did twice. So I think that may have been a glitch. And
May
I'm
have?
kind of wondering what Spirit's date choice is. Who's ready for a round robin?
How round are we talking?
No, not to eat, Huntress.
Okay. Each killer gets 2 minutes to tell you about the dream date that they have planned for tomorrow. My voice hurts, alright?
In no particular order, which is weird to mention, right? Almost like the order does matter. Wraith, why don't you go first? You look like you'd hate that.
Stop talking.
Sorry. Anyway, Wraith?
Well, I don't know. I really prefer to just tell Dragon privately.
I don't know how that's going to work with these game mechanics.
What if you just whispered it to Dragon?
Wraith considers this for a long moment. Too long.
That's fine.
Without moving, Wraith lowers his voice to a barely audible whisper.
Tomorrow, we have to find my bell. And then I can finally tell you about what I've been working on. It's going to be really special. The kind of thing where we will really bond. And maybe finally get off this island. And maybe then we can go on a real date.
You done? Is that it? Wraith nods proud.
Yeah. Great. Huntress, why don't you just take it from here?
Okay, so Huntress was first or second and last, so it may be doing the same thing.
Tomorrow morning, I'm planning on a nice atmospheric breakfast on the yacht. Don't worry, Trapper won't even know it's gone.
What's that?
Nothing. Nothing. Go away. Then, boy, oh boy, I got such an adventure plan and involves hunting for treasure.
What kind of treasure are we looking for?
Guess you'll have to pick me to find out. Let me tell you, it's primo stuff. Primo stuff.
Stupid.
Fuck you. Now, if you don't mind, I got to start preparing because it's clear already that you're going to pick me. Confident, mysterious. I like it.
Who does Spirit? Okay, so it just played the Huntress twice for me.
Figuratively, damn it, Dwight. You gotta watch your words with these people.
Tomorrow you'll spit in the face of God, die, and be reborn anew. Holy shit, dude.
Bro, that sounds awesome.
Oh my god.
I'm down.
Tomorrow you'll spit in the face of God.
Fuck yeah, bro.
That's it. If you're not intrigued by that, I don't want you. Go draw crayon art with Trapper or dig up whatever mysteries with Wraith. I don't know what those guys do all day.
Do you want to at least specify which god you'll be spitting in the face of?
All of them.
Exactly.
Oh! All of them! I did that. I did Dwight's voice for that one. Okay then, so hydrate tonight if you intend to hang with Spirit.
Trapper, without further ado, do we really have to listen to Trapper?
Mm-hmm.
Would you like to make us all uncomfortable by pushing the boundaries of what's acceptable and not only in a polite society, but within the narrative of this in-world event and also the larger meta-narrative of the Dead by Daylight dating experience?
Sometimes you just gotta say it. Well, yes, thank you. I'd love to. So, Dragon, you're thinking of picking me? Well, this is your final warning. Pick me and be punished. And rewarded. Tomorrow will suck, probably. I'm not an easy guy to get along with. I know that. But I can tell you this much. I'm hiding a secret on this island that will make fans shit themselves with excitement. If you like Trapper, you're gonna love it. And if you're a maggot, also, everyone, even confident, sexy ladies in rabbit masks, better stay the hell away from my yacht.
And time's up, everyone. Gosh, you don't need to dream about these options so you're ready to choose in the morning. Yay me.
Now go dream all these swoon-worthy options so that you're ready to make a choice to come dawn.
Have a swell night.
Did you two forget to mention something? Oh gosh, how could we forget? Before you ran off to slumber peacefully, there's one more thing to do.
No reality survival dating competition parody would be complete without singing out one of our contestants who is already teetering on the edge of psychological break.
I'm giving them a little push.
Hold up. This has been a survival dating competition parody this entire time, and I'm now just finding that out?
Come on, signs were there. We just didn't read them. Welcome to Murderer's Island.
It's now time to eliminate one of the killers.
Oof, it's like butchering, but it hurts even worse.
You can kill a killer, but you can't break their heart. Well,
Nope, it's
can
the
you
way
break
around.
their heart?
Other way around. You can't kill a killer, but can you break their heart?
Yeah, that one. Hard.
Yes.
Do you dare even try?
You mean
That's
that's
right.
right? Yep.
No, that's my guy.
Yep, you got it.
That's right. Tomorrow, one of these sexy slicers will not be eligible to take you on a date. Who's it gonna be?
But why? Because it's dramatic.
Because it's surprising,
Because it's a classic reversal of the fate.
and it will hurt somebody's feelings. Someone dangerous. What's it gonna be, champ? What's your thought process here? Trevor seems like he might throttle you in your sleep if you eliminate him. That being said, at least you'd see him coming. Spirit could be anywhere. She floats and I hear she can disappear, hard to track. Eek, if you get rid of Wraith, he might cry. And although I totally support normalizing men crying and being vulnerable, it just seems like he might be an ugly crier. Huntress. She might pretend to be okay. She might pretend to be okay with it, then you'll start seeing her behind every tree. What I'm trying to say is, I don't envy you, boss. So which sociopath are you eliminating?
Fucking Trapper.
Yeah, me too.
This was very simple. Trapper, you scared the living shit out of me. You are eliminated.
That's not why he was eliminated.
No, he's really annoying.
That's fair. Honestly though, I don't care. You suck. But not in a good way. You bore me. You're a personality free maggot. It wouldn't even be fun to kill you. Which I was totally gonna do tomorrow the first chance I got. So really, this is a win-win for both of us. Still, I might kill you though. Out of principle for eliminating me. Sleep with both eyes open and have fun on your date tomorrow. Now that you've broken the heart of someone heartless, you should go have some shut-eye. You should go get some shut-eye.
Don't worry too much about the broken heart you left behind.
Because of course they'll be receiving consolation prize. They might not get to go home with Dragon. Wait, oh, fuck, wait.
That's right, we're sending our limited player home with... Ah, dude. Perfect gift for Trapper.
Their own mostly new trickster body pillow. The next best thing to the real trickster. It might not hug you back, but it definitely won't try to stab you. And how do we know? Because I've tried it. That's right. It's Dwight tested.
Called it approved. I hope you sleep well tonight, Dragon. You're my hero for what you have accomplished.
How can you sleep tonight knowing what you've done? No, not because of the guilt. I mean, knowing that there's a legit homicidal maniac who hates you so close by.
Can you sleep tonight knowing what you'll do tomorrow?
I don't know. I don't know. We'll do it. But you better go before Dwight and Claudette come back and put you to sleep themselves. You know those two. Schedule.
Okay, we're gonna pause it there. We're ending it.
You don't want to do the confessionals first?
Actually, that's probably a good idea. Let's
Yeah.
confessionals and
That's
then
how-
ending it.
That's how they end episodes.
Let's do it.
Wow, what a crazy way to end the day. An elimination? I didn't even know it was that kind of game. Let's check in with everyone, especially with our loser. Everyone deserves a send out.
Yeah, fucking loser.
Yeah.
We'll see how things go tomorrow. I suppose I'm not expecting anything. I tend to shut my mind off during hard times. I know I seem all excited and devil may care, but the truth is I'm really a pessimist at heart. That tends to happen when...
Your mother is skewered by an elk when you were young?
Yeah, how'd you know?
You're my favorite killer. Wild guess. It's also the only thing you talk about.
If you'll excuse me, I think I saw a raccoon over there in a tree that I'm feeling peckish. I don't really know what's going on, what's happening here, but honestly, I haven't been paying attention.
Dude, he's got so many different accents.
Dude, it's nuts. He
He's
oh,
so cultured.
oh, dragon. Sorry, I forgot. I'm focusing on other things, more important things. One way or another, I won't be here for much longer.
He's gonna kill himself. I don't handle rejection well. At least I don't think I do. No one has ever been dumb enough to reject me before. Yeah, the more I think about it, the angrier I'm getting. I'm a giant rage monster, so everyone in this room should be scared right now.
Ooh.
Turn the camera off. Of course Dragon is into me. Why wouldn't they be? I'm thoughtful, beautiful, surrounded by a calming mist. I've also got great hair.
Yeah, you do, girl.
And since I'm technically dead, I'm extremely low maintenance. Look, I don't like to throw the term anime waifu around too often, but if the body pillow fits, snuggle it, you know? What? No, you're not supposed to be part of this. You don't get a confessional. It's cool, man. I'm not part of anything, you feel me? I'm not a cog in anyone's machine. I'm my own machine. This whole thing is pretty cute, though. Charmingly low budget, old school marketing vibes. NGL, kind of wish I wasn't so busy right now.
NGL.
He said NGL. I'd definitely be down with a reality show style dating competition with survival elements. But I got my new album, upcoming tour, finalizing new sneaker line, producing a limited series on my life, starting a new social media NFT crypto app. I'm doing these private gigs over on IP Island. My dudes, you gotta come check it out. IP Island is dope. It's where all the real killers are hanging out. Fully licensed, no legal drama lawyers. Take a hike. I'm gonna tell everyone that Trickster said that about them. Don't worry. I'm talking your favorite established characters from all over pop culture that can't be seen on this island. Well, you probably can't even mention them, like Ghost. Don't you say it. Look, we get it. You're very popular and in demand. But we have a game to get back to, and I don't want to get sued.
Same.
Nemesis is over there, Donald. Not Nemesis, Mr. X. Are they both in Dead by Daylight? Or just Nemesis?
Just Nemesis.
Nemesis. Nemesis is over there. Ghostface. Come on. Whatever. I don't even care. I'm the trickster.
Just a prank,
Dude.
bro.
I'm gonna start saying that. I don't even care. I'm Quentin. See you around, Dragon. You too, narrator. I have a name, you know.
You do?
Yes, seriously, they do not pay me enough to deal with you people.
What do you mean, you people?
Players.
Is it my turn, Arg?
What? No, it's not your turn. You're sentient water. How are you even sitting in that chair?
What's a chair, Arg?
It's this thing you're getting all wet. Now it's gonna smell like mildew.
Okay, rude. Arg?
Fine, let's just get this over with. It's your turn, Ocean. Do your check-in.
Checking? I was just looking for the bathroom, Arg.
Bathroom? Are you serious? It's down the hall to the left.
It's okay, never mind, Arg.
What does that mean? No, not you two. This wasn't meant to be a confessional time for literally every character in this game.
It's okay, we don't have to confess anything. We just been working our asses off for 2 days straight and wanted to sit down somewhere.
This chair's wet. Yeah, I think the Ocean just peed on it.
How is that? You know what? I don't care.
You two are looking pretty pleased with yourselves. I've got something to confess. Oh great, what's it gonna be? You ate glue in 2nd grade? You cheated on an algebra test once? Watching Trapper get eliminated was the first time in this unending spiral staircase of pain that is my life that I've felt even a modicum of joy. Every minute that I'm alive is a nightmare. This place is sun This place, the sun, these sweet, sugary drinks. It sounds fun for a long weekend, but for an eternity? The unrelenting rhythm of crashing waves and wailing seagulls. It's like a crescendoing song of evil that makes me question the very foundation of the universe. Why am I here? Why are any of us here? What kind of sentient being would do this? Please erase me from this existence. Make it so that I never was born. Pull the plug on this experiment and let my soul be free. And please, please get me out of this polo shirt.
Okay, let's get back to bed, buddy.
I don't want to go to bed. Going to bed means eventually I'll have to wake up. Yikes, huh? That was weird. That was a weird way to end. Oh well, what are you gonna do? You let the camera roll long enough, someone is bound to say something crazy. Anyways, it seems like everyone's had their shot to annoy me tonight. So hit the hay and get some rest. Tomorrow is gonna be a doozy.
Alright, now is the official end of the episode. Later.